So you're thinking about moving to Fort Mill, South Carolina, and you're looking for someone to give you the inside scoop of what it's like to live here. So we're going to talk about today is the good, the bad, and the ugly about living in Fort Mill right now. Hi, my name is Matt Brady, your mortgage coach, and welcome to another episode of Carolina Done Right, where we talk about everything there is to do about living in the Fort Mill, Charlotte area. Every day I help people relocating to the area or just finding a different part of town to move in. So if you have any other questions about living here or helping finance your home, don't forget to reach out to me. All my information's below. On today's episode of Carolina Done Right, we're going to talk about all the pros and cons about living in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Number one reason, you're right down the street from a major city, Charlotte, North Carolina. So a lot of people work in Charlotte but live in Fort Mill, so they get a little bit more bang for their buck with their house, but also your property taxes are cheaper. You're also near everything. You're near a major airport in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the interstates are running through here, I-85, 77. And you heard me right. Your property taxes are going to be cheaper in South Carolina than North Carolina. So with this being so close to Charlotte, North Carolina, people love staying on the other side of the border where their taxes are a little bit cheaper, which means your mortgage payment's going to be cheaper, which means you get more bang for your buck for the same value of house. With Fort Mill, South Carolina, you're right on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. If you're going to uptown Charlotte, you're about 10 exits away. So when there's no traffic, 15-20 minutes. When there is traffic in the morning, you could be looking at 30 minutes to an hour, just depending on how heavy the traffic is that day. So not only is Charlotte a big city near here, there's a lot of small towns that offer a lot of cool things for you to do too. Whether it's Rock Hill, South Carolina, Matthews, North Carolina, Asheville, Huntersville, there's a lot of different things to do in a relatively close driving distance. For instance, Huntersville, North Carolina. There's a lake there. This gives you a lot of fun stuff to do on the weekends, whether it's boating, fishing, there's just something for everyone to do. Another thing living in Fort Mill that people don't realize, whether you're a beach person or a mountain person, both are within 3 hours of each other. All this leads me to point number two. While people love the area, there's always something to do. No matter what your interest is, we got you covered here. Two of my favorite things to do are go to the breweries and attend a sporting event. There's a lot of local breweries, no matter what town you go to, no matter what part of Fort Mill you're in. But then also right up the street in Charlotte, you have all the major sports. You have the Carolina Panthers, you have the Charlotte Knights, which is minor league baseball, you have the Charlotte Hornets, which is the NBA, not to mention all the college teams in the area. And if you can't make it to a game, like I said, you can go to one of the local breweries. Now, if you're more family oriented, there's a lot of stuff to do. There's Carowinds Theme Park, which is right on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. There's a water park there. There's tons of amusement park rides, but also during the winter, there's Winter Wonderland, and during Halloween, they have Scarowinds. So it changes with the seasons too, which is really cool. There's a lot of festivals in the area. One of the biggest ones is the Strawberry Festival, which happens in May in Fort Mill, South Carolina. And then also, if you want to go a little bit further north, there's Great Wolf Lodge. It's about 45 minutes away, and it's a sleepover kind of place where there's a water park, there's an arcade, so it's an awesome place for families. Which leads me to the last point, and probably the most important reason why Fort Mill is a growing area. It is a great place to grow your family. I have 3 boys, and the Fort Mill School District is one of the top in the state. So you know you're going to get a good education for your kids. And that's why a lot of people move here. So just like everything in life, there's goods with everything, but there's also some cons with everything. Your number one con is just the housing market right now. It's super competitive, and it can be a bit frustrating trying to find your dream home. So with this housing competition in combination with the low interest rates, we have a lot of people moving from out of town, from those high cost of living areas such as California, New York, New Jersey, down to here, where they're getting more bang for their buck with their housing dollars. So with this competitive housing market, it's even more important to have the right home buying team on your side. So if you need a realtor recommendation, don't forget to reach out. And obviously you already found your lending recommendation. So if you're looking for that pre-approval, reach out to me now. So with all this housing competition, it leads to con number 2, and that's the traffic. In the morning, in the evening, with transitioning, coming home from work, going to work, when school's in session, that could lead it to added people on the road, which is going to increase your drive time. So when you're looking for that perfect house for you, make sure you're taking drive time into consideration when you're looking for your next house. And con number 3, sometimes the infrastructure is not there yet. That could be the roads, it could be your utility services. You might have a limited option of what you can pick for your internet and stuff like that. But also if you're used to those big shopping areas, you're going to have to go to the malls in Pineville, North Carolina, or in South Park, or in Concord to get those big box stores if you're looking for those. So don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing. I love supporting small business, but if you like those big box department stores, you're just gonna have to drive a little bit to get to them. So those are a couple of the pros and cons to living in Fort Mill, South Carolina. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You'll find my contact information somewhere on this page. If you got something out of this video and you'd like to see more, we try to post new videos every week. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell so you're notified whenever a new video is released. And like I said before, if you're looking for a realtor or any other aspect of the home buying process, you know where to find. I'm Matt Brady, your mortgage coach, and I'll talk to you soon.